feeling like I have all these decisions to make and I don't know how to make them or how to go about it. And I don't know, feels like I have in one way, like I'm not sleeping, but there's this energy, but I feel tired at the same time. And because it's kind of a resistance to being present, living, because I don't feel like I know what I'm doing or where I'm going. Either I stay in this same place and it's not satisfying, or I have to somehow find how to be enlightened. And it's something I have to do. The person
That's
has
not
to.
your job. That part is your job, to find how to be enlightened. Your job is to take the guided steps.
That's really what I'm struggling with, is I don't know what the guided steps are. I'm feeling like I barely even want to feed myself. I mean, I don't have much of an appetite either, but there's so many regular things that just feel so heavy for me.
Yeah, that's another. Why eat? Why do we eat? There are no reason to eat other than for joy, which is to do anything is for joy. So I think there's so many habits that we have been taught as humans that you should do. You should eat regularly. You should behave and do certain things as a human. But yeah, those habits are trained. They're not going to make you happy to follow them. So in a way, it's actually very liberating to let them all go. Even the idea of sleeping regularly, even the idea of sleeping at night. What is time for? Is it to keep some kind of regular schedule, or is it for using every moment? Yeah, actually to reach enlightenment, actually to follow the spark inside, there is a spark inside, and the ego will give its answer. It will say, well, go eat now because you didn't eat today yet, or you got to sleep now because otherwise you don't get enough sleep and you're going to be tired tomorrow. That's the ego's plans. But every moment, it's like he says in the Course, every moment God calls, the ego will answer with an idol. And the future planning is definitely an idol, and the idea that you will do what you did in the past, in the future, and you're so afraid of letting go. Right now, that's fear-based. It's like living in this. It's a bit like living in the past, thinking that the future is gonna, something from the past is gonna come back. And I don't know if you have a hope for that or wish for that.
Well, it's a fear of, I'm just going through this fear of looking after, I still think I need to look after myself. And I can't rely on anything or anybody else to do that. So.
Well, you're here to release you.
Pardon?
You're here to release you, to give over Richard. And definitely to give over how will Richard be sustained.
Yeah, that's a scary part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's delightful to start to use your time for spirit, for awakening, for enlightenment. Because that's not a future thing. It's in that moment when you have the despair. That's the moment to go for awakening. That's the moment to release the worry around the bodily, preoccupations. Which find that we get caught in that when you lose purpose, or when there is a lot of fear. It's like some kind of safety, or you start to question when you're actually loosening up from it. You don't feel like eating, and you obviously don't feel like sleeping that much, and to not worry about that is key, and to allow that, and to give it back to spirit, to say, well, I'm obviously not can sleep right now. Please, you show me how to use my time. Give it back, give the responsibility back to spirit. So I think even to give yourself a little time when those thoughts come up, like about the eating, for example, to sit for a bit, sit with your thoughts and hand them over and see what can come in instead. Because every time there is fear, there will be this form solution. We will suggest something, but to give yourself a little time, then that's really helpful. I think it's often like a threshold to overcome, because there's so much fear of stillness. There's fear of looking within. There's fear of getting still. And there is a threshold to get over, to get still. Until you reach the threshold, there will be a preoccupation. There will be lots of solutions, distractions, or even just annoying thoughts and feelings. But if you can get over threshold, it will be rich. You will feel purpose. You will have thoughts and feelings move through, and you may not even want to get out of that place. I like this poem by, I think it's Kafka. It says, just sit. You don't even have to leave your room. You don't even have to leave your chair. Just sit and watch how the whole universe rolls up in front of you. I shared a memory on Facebook yesterday to a mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. So you know your themes, you can see the distracting themes in your mind. So you can even see them even more instead of letting them run you. And see you can see this and not buy into it.